Welcome back again to some 0K action. I'm Damien from Game Innovator, and it's going to be 1 vs 1 on the Onyx Couldron map between Quack and myself, Lightman. So a bit of a spoiler alert, Quack has actually failed us, so he's actually even more experienced than he's actually meant, well, than what his rank and all that would actually indicate. In any case, I've got myself, Lightman, at the top left, playing with Cloakybots, and Feltus, aka Quack, at the bottom right, playing with Cloakybots as well. So, what a freaking surprise for this map. I mean, in this sort of map, well, different sorts of units can work alright actually. I mean, spiders can go around on these little hilly bits, and they can go up and down these bits a bit more easily. Jump jets can also jump around from inaccessible bits as well. Vehicles can move around, although with a bit more difficulty. So, yeah, what the hell. It is what it is. So, Quack going for a very early Conjurer. In fact, I think he's actually, that's the first thing he went with. And yeah, completely focusing on these two builders actually. So his Conjurer and the Commander just going to be building up some initial infrastructure and going on with an initial glaive. Onto more glaives. My god, what a surprise indeed. As myself, I believe I did go for a bit of a later Conjurer. It doesn't make too much of a difference really. Although Quack does have an energy advantage over myself actually. So going with Solars, and as myself, I don't have any energy actually. So that explains why he's got an energy advantage. Rather, I don't have any extra plants. There we go. Finally starting to go with a couple of Solars just to form a bit of a wall. He can still go around that, but what the hell, better than nothing. And just having a look, I do have a very slight army advantage, but really it's still early game to say the least. And what is he going to do? Get another Conjurer combined with more glaives, not too surprising. Got glaives wars happening. Glaives wars happening in the middle of the map. And, well, actually, they can puff up a bit. Yeah, they can actually... Actually, I don't think they can puff up these bits here. Too many little purplish bits. They can puff up here, though, and I think maybe up here as well. Incredibly slowly, though, so... There is that to consider. They can puff up, though. I think I did send in... Yep, I did send in... Well, one of Quack's glaives got taken out, presumably by one of my own glaives, which I sent in... I think from here, I should have been paying attention to that, but oh well, another glaive coming in. Going to be spotted by the raider, of course, so really I'm just looking for, I think probably just for some lonely expansions, maybe, undefended expansions, but really this is kind of unnecessary, just, yeah. Basically threw away another glaive, for no real reason, to be honest. Whoopsie long. I mean, really, I should have known at this point that, you know, trying to go any further inwards would have been suicide for... Well, especially for single glaives, but for raiding forces in general. But, well, what can you do? So, Quack actually going with masses of defenders, raiders, spotting everything. I've got my own radar, spotting as much as possible, building up with the Commander. And as you can see, damn it, Quack does... Okay, well, yeah, it looks like we're roughly even... Okay, Quack having a very slight economic advantage. Getting a bit of overdrive happening on his mixes. I think he had it shooting up a little bit there because of the... reclaim as well, so see how that works out though. But yeah, actually definitely has an economic advantage now though. Is that really from... Okay, it must just be from the overdrive in that case. Yeah, okay, no, 0%, 31%, 40, okay, never mind, just after building another solar there. Yeah, I think it's just from the overdrive, because he's only just now expanding here. I'm expanding here at the same time. Also here. So yeah, I think it is mostly just from overdrive, maybe a little bit from the reclaim as well, but a bit hard to tell. Our army values are neck and neck though. And have not upgraded my commander, nope, and I don't think... Okay, never mind, Quack is actually upgrading his commander as well. This glaive is going to get caught out. I might have been able to take out one or two mixes maybe, but really... I shouldn't be sending them in piecemeal like this. At least not that close to the enemy base. I mean, sending them in piecemeal like this actually isn't such a bad idea. Just more outlying areas. Looks like Quack has got that same idea as well. Probably going to get destroyed. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just sending him in that close to the enemy base, definitely a bad idea. And yeah, Quack is definitely starting to surge ahead in army value. He actually does have a so he does have a very noticeable income advantage over myself now, and I am continuing to build up solars at the very least. And there we go. Just a very slight economic lead for Quack now. But that's the thing, though. That's the sort of thing that can sort of add up over time. And yeah, I just keep throwing away these glaives. Not working out too well at all. Definitely suffering way more damage than Quack is inflicting on me. Even still, though, his army... Okay, that's not that much bigger than mine. But still, I shouldn't be doing that. There we go, that's how indignified I am. I'm coughing so much as well. But anyway, actually maybe a better place for his radar would have been up here, actually. But whatever, he's decided to put it there. Why not? Sending in more glaives to their doom. Really, it's at the point of the game where really you're not going to be able to just, get in a couple of glaives in to do too much raiding against anyone who actually knows what they're doing, which seems to be the case for Quack, aka Feltus, who I think, in his real account, I think he's got actually about 2,000 elo, I'm not entirely sure. But in any case, I definitely am putting up a bit of a fight, but Quack just has that little bit of an edge though. Just a bit, but it is definitely there. He definitely has an economic edge. He's had that for a bit of a while now, actually. His army edge is not quite as big as it could be. We do have some glaive combat happening here and there. He still has a very slight edge. My God, I tell you, when I was actually playing at the time, because I actually played a few games against him, it was very frustrating playing against him because it felt that he was overall a bit better than me, but not by a massive amount, or at least that's what it felt like anyway. Just enough, to get an edge over me. But that's the thing, all you need is an edge. Oh dear me. And yeah, now of course we've got a warrior coming in for Quack as well, destroying my my own warrior actually, funnily enough, as well as whatever glaives I had there. Build also getting destroyed, my expansions going out the window, Quack establishing even bigger economic lead as a result. And what am I going to be doing? Transitioning to glaive, Rocco, warrior combo. Actually, what is Quack doing? Okay, well, he's got that happening for him. But as for what he's got going with Cloakies, one glaive for every 2 warriors. Interesting mixture there. And he is actually transitioning over to planes, going to be going with an initial Phoenix with nothing else queued up or on repeat. So we'll see how that works out. And as myself, actually, I'm trying to mount a bit of an assault, not working out too well, throwing more glaives away. I do still have an army advantage. Okay, I don't still have one, but I actually do have one compared to Quack, but that's probably going to change. Nope, he's actually got a very slight disadvantage, I'll be damned. And as for myself, actually doing some decent amount of glaive micro there as well. Still losing quite a few glaives of my own though, while not exactly seeming to destroy too many of Quack's. Oh, okay, I think that was because I destroyed a warrior with my glaives, I think. I'm not entirely sure. In any case, yeah, definitely... well, that's the thing though, I seem to be fighting on 2 fronts at once, which is definitely taxing my micro ability, it seems. And Quack, well, he's actually is expanding on the left front as well. Yep, slowly but surely, and on the right front as well. He's... Well, we're neck and neck when it comes to... Okay, we were neck and neck when it comes to economy, but yeah. Still slightly ahead for him. At the very least, my warriors are starting to clean up a bit, and if he's going to... Well, if he's going to do anything against my warriors, he's either going to match me for warriors or come out with Roccos. And there we go, he's finally switched over to that. 1 Rocco for every 2 glaives. Nothing too unexpected there. Actually, what I probably should have done is also should have built maybe just a Lotus here as well. In case they try to attack through there, maybe. I don't know. Well, in any case, they're not attacking through there. Most of the action seems to be happening towards the right, and of course, just as I say that, we actually got a whole mass of glaives coming in from Quack. On the left, I do have 1 warrior, but that's not going to be enough, actually, so I need to be a bit careful there. In fact, these warriors are pretty much out of position, really. They're not really going to be doing too much. Warrior versus warrior, of course, meeting each other on equal terms, and both dying as a result. Not too surprising there. And, well, this warrior, he's going to try, but he's probably not going to be able to do too much against all these glaives. So we'll see what happens, though. I should have put him on fight command. There we go, finally is, and oh, never mind, he's actually tearing them all apart. Wow, okay, and I do still have a conjurer as well, so I'll be damned. I'm going to need more warriors, though. Another one coming in. Actually, what I should have also done is I should have also tried to do a bit more raiding out here as well. I do have some raider here. The only problem is that it's basically only spotted this mix, which... Actually, because the raider would have shown just a dot with nothing else around it, that could have been a good opportunity. Well, that would have been, should have been a good indication, to try to attack it anyway. But there we go, I finally switched over to air myself, missing that switch. And yeah, going with Swifts to combat the air threats, so nothing too surprising there. I do have to watch out for the enemy's scant amounts of anti-air though. Doing whatever I can, actually destroying a couple of rockers here and there, funnily enough. And there we go, should be able to destroy his bombers too for that matter. What is Quack going to be doing? Going to be switching over to Swifts of his own. Still does not have them on rebuild, interesting. And he doesn't have an air pad yet either actually. As for Cloaky Bots, yeah, 2 rockers for every glaive now. As myself, well, just going for a bit of everything. 4 rockers for every warrior, glaive and a conjurer as well. While just continuing to spam Swifts as well basically. Just to try to establish as much air superiority as possible. In fact, what I probably should have done as well actually, is probably should have just switched over to Hawks really. But what the hell, I do still have overall air superiority. Have to be careful though, these defenders are picking apart my Swifts, so definitely, he's definitely engaging me over favourable territory, even though I do have air superiority. I definitely do have to watch out for the freaking defenders, that much is certain. I also have to watch out for the glaives that are coming in. The warrior should be good to go. What the fuck is he doing? I don't know, but I don't know why I turned around there, but hopefully it should be alright now. And yeah, we've got a bit of a stalemate on the right flank as well. A whole bunch of Lotuses and defenders. Basically means it's going to be uncrackable unless I send a couple of hammers. And speaking of hammers, that is exactly what Quack is actually sending up across. So I don't think I was actually paying attention to the top right at all, and it'll actually be funny if it turns out to be just a single hammer that ends up destroying all my defenses. I mean, granted, these defenders, they don't really have too much health, especially compared to Lotuses, so they will fall just to a single hammer relatively quickly. After that, we just got the warrior and the glaives, so we just keep an eye on that on the mini-map. In the meantime, though, we have my Swifts for some reason attacking right in the middle of all these defenders, and just go over here. Okay, there we go, so about 4 in that general area. Yep, and I'm basically losing the whole lot of them, engaging over enemy airspace controlled by freaking defenders. Not a very good idea at all, to say the least. And Quack, I believe, has got air superiority, only just, but he's got it though, so that's what counts. As myself, just spamming Swifts, in fact diverting all my production to that. Quack does have the army advantage, and his hammer is slowly but surely hammering my defenses, although he's kind of missing though, so probably going to want to get some spotter units or something to check things out, although he might not even need to do that actually. He does have a couple of glaives coming in. Does have to watch out though, this defender will be able to take them out as well as the warrior for that matter, and never mind, these 2 warriors coming in will be able to pincer in these glaives and destroy them pretty easily, so he's not really paying attention to that. What he probably is paying attention to is the left on the other hand, and there we go, finally I do actually manage to clear out all the defenders here. Probably losing way too many Swifts actually, I really should have been a bit more careful there, a whoopsie long. But oh well. Quack still has the economic advantage, but only slight though, so as you can see this is a very close game. It definitely could go either way. Actually no, he's got a definite army advantage though, that's the problem. And as for air superiority, it seems to be resting with me, but only just though. And it's mostly because I've got a few Swifts while my opponent does not for some reason. Have to watch out for that. Actually, getting into this reclaim field wouldn't be such a bad idea either. But nope, instead I'm going to be building up a Lotus, and okay, then reclaiming with this Conjurer, good idea. Probably a couple of glaives to sort out these rockers wouldn't be such a bad idea either. And there we go, diverting all my production now back over to the Cloaky Bot factory. So 4 rockers for every warrior and glaive. Probably should have switched up that ratio a bit actually to include maybe a few more glaives. We'll see what happens though. Actually, what I really need is a few more warriors. Probably have too many rockers. Actually, no, these warriors seem to be doing an alright job, so... And versus this many rockers, yeah, actually I should just be going with crap loads of glaives, rather than so many of my own rockers, to be honest. But, oh well. Still though, Swifts coming in, trying to do everything they can, and they're going to happen across a razor, and it's probably going to get completed before they can really do too much, to say the least. Yeah, they need to get out of there. Thank God I actually do have the sense to get out of there eventually. God. Definitely took my time there. Quack still with the army advantage in opponent's time, that's right. Indeed. Defender doing everything he can, but really, when you have, you know, one unit type versus the same unit type, of course, numbers are usually going to win. I mean, sure, with micro and all that you can win as well, but I don't think I'm really microing that much. Yeah, I'm just putting them on the fight command. And yeah, what I really should just be doing is building a whole bunch of glaives, really, just to overwhelm these rockos all at once. There's no warriors at all, actually. None at all. Should be able to massacre the whole lot of these rockos with ease, but oh well, what can you do? This hammer has actually taken out all my defenders, and yeah, now it looks like Quack is just slowly but surely expanding with his own defenders as well, so he's actually going to be taking the top right. I should be paying more attention there, but there you have it. Quack slowly but surely pulling ahead there. And I have to admit, with good reason, as you can see. Me throwing away units far too often and, well, just letting myself lose a bit of territory here and there, basically. So, yeah, it doesn't work out too well, to say the least. Even these glaives are actually managing to get through, although... Oh, actually even managing to be in the shadow of this defender, destroying it before it gets destroyed by Swifts there. Not too shabby indeed. And, of course, he's even going to be building up his own mobile anti-air in terms of the gremlins. The Swifts should be able to take them out, or they definitely will take a bit of damage as a result, though, but it's only one gremlin, so it's not like as if the gremlin can really do too much there, thank God. Do still have these Rockos to worry about, and I think air superiority might actually be going to Quack as well. I mean, really, he's just got, well, after pushing me back slowly and surely, he's also expanding in the bottom left, he's managed to conserve his armor better than mine, and, well, yeah, generally put, he's just going to be slowly but surely wearing me down, and also now going with a whole bunch of glaives of his own. Thankfully, though, at the very least, I do have warriors to come in to counter them, and thank God it was actually mostly at a choke point as well, so didn't allow the glaives too many places to maneuver to, so... or too much room for maneuvering, shall I say. And there we go, here comes a glaive spam by myself, just coming up with a whole bunch of glaives. I should have done that before, actually. With these Rockos, it seems to be, well, this front line does seem to be mostly stabilizing on the left though. The commander is actually still at level 0, though. You have to be careful with him, definitely don't want to get him blown up since he is on the front lines. Quack's commander is at level 1 though, just has a Caraparas Nanolife, so nothing too fancy there. Okay. But yeah, I'm slowly but surely getting pushed back though, and Quack is... yeah, his advantage is starting to snowball out of control now, basically. I have to make a... I need to basically inflict a killing blow somewhere on his army or his economy to be able to really stay in the game, otherwise he's just going to continue wearing me down. And what am I trying to do actually? Here we go. Well, I'm trying to inflict some sort of blow with these glaives, and well, we've got pretty light amounts of defense here actually. We do have enemy glaives though, no warriors though, so we'll see how that works out actually. These defenders are a bit of a pain though, hopefully these glaives are actually going to take them out. Oh no, that was a bit of stuff up my behind. Oh, completely ignoring that defender, losing a couple of glaives as a result. Great. And yeah, these glaives not going to be able to do too much, although actually... oh no, there's a defender here though, and there's more glaives here actually, so... well, actually managing to do a bit of raiding damage, keeping Quack honest as it were, and there we go, 2 of my own glaives did actually manage to sneak through, so they should be able to take out the mix in, oh, just barely, and that was because they were continuing to move but along rougher terrain. At the same time though, Quack does have air superiority, and his army advantage is through the roof actually. God damn, I really am just, well, just getting whittled down basically. Ouch. But at the same time doing quite a bit of economic damage, but for all the economic damage that I've done, he's still got a greater economy than I do. He's just basically pushing forward in this case, and yeah, just wearing me down actually. The commander's also been taken out as well, I can't believe I missed that. Down he goes, and okay, actually, that would have been a bit of my army value right there, so yeah, I didn't even notice him die when I was playing, of course. I mean, it might still be possible to come back from this. I shouldn't fly stuff into anti-air defenses. Actually, no, he was crashing, so I suppose that Hawk has a bit of an excuse then. And there we go, actually switching over to a few gremlins of my own, I suppose. But yeah, I'd say this is pretty much curtains to myself. Overall, pretty good play by Quack though. He definitely did a better job just overall when it comes to economy, keeping his stuff alive, pushing out. I mean, really, he just did it that much better, and well, just was able to basically wear me down. So I suppose you could say it wasn't really too much in terms of grand maneuvers from either player, except maybe for a couple of glaive charges here and there. So nothing really when it comes to inflicting the actual killing blow, but well, what the hell. As conventional battles go, it was still a hell of a game though, to say the least. And of course these bastards can just barely attack from the range of the Lotus. Damn it, I probably should put down 1 or 2 defenders near it as well actually. Didn't really think to consider that. Well, what the hell, managing to defend now, and can he actually take on 2 Roccos? You'd fucking hope so. Nope, you can't even take on 2 fucking Roccos, despite the fact that this thing is the cost of a Rocco, and it can barely take on 1 fucking Rocco. Fucking liberty. Well, in any case, GG by myself there, and yeah, there's GG by Quack. Good games for all concerned, and a bit of a learning, yeah, a bit of a battle of attrition, you could say. But there you have it. Good game to my opponent. This has been Dave Didovich, signing off.